We're at the start of a new school year. Millions, hundreds of millions of children are still going to school in these battlefield conditions, having to wear masks and sit away from each other, not playing or approaching each other. This is very hard on the teachers that have to restrain the children and for the parents too. Please tell me, what is your advice for teachers?
Teachers should learn from their students. Just as staying away from each other is incomprehensible to them, so is having the right connections with each other incomprehensible to us. We have no such qualities, no such feelings. How do I sense another to approach them correctly? So that through approaching them correctly, I would destroy the virus.
What else would you advise the teachers?
I would advise them to understand the nature of this virus, where it's coming from, so that based on this, they would foster the feeling of the right attitude in children toward each other. And then the virus would disappear. Explain to the children that the only way to fight this virus is through our good relations.
Just to explain it to the kids, that they're good, kind relations with each other.
What do we have to lose? Nothing. We're only gaining for sure. Let's try it. We keep telling the kids that they should be nice to each other, be closer, to interact correctly with each other. So we need to explain to them that the virus comes as a result of poor interactions, distancing or bullying each other.
And if you, kids, start being closer, treating each other nicer,
meaning trying to make it go away, acting this way so that it disappears.
In other words, tell the kids, act in this way for the virus to disappear and it will go away.
Yes.
What would you advise the parents?
In this case, I'd advise the parents to learn from the kids.
Meaning upon returning from school, they should teach their parents?
At least tell them of what is really happening. First of all, in their relations with others.
Between the children?
Yes, and how the virus is teaching them to act correctly. And then, as a result, we may see some good statistics.
What else would you suggest to the parents?
They should undergo the same education as their kids. Does it make a difference whether it's parents or children?
Is there no difference?
None whatsoever. Everyone has to be educated. They are all the same.
So the parent should feel themselves on equal footing with the kids?
Of course.
What would you advise the children?
I don't know what can possibly be asked of children. They should listen to what adults are telling them, at least in this regard. Otherwise, there will be even bigger problems, even more restrictions in playing with each other, visiting each other, being close. So let's make it so we don't have to think of the distance there has to be between us. So we don't have to walk around muzzled like mad dogs.
Avoiding each other.
Yes, and the like.
And to do this?
To do this, we must change our relations with each other to kind ones. Let's get used to it. It's not too difficult. Let's be an example to each other, and we'll see how the virus dissipates.
So you want the classroom, the teacher's room, and the home to be saturated with this message?
The world too.
And the world to hear this message?
Yes.
So tell it to us one more time, please.
The message is very simple. Everyone should treat each other kindly like themselves, for it says, love your neighbor as yourself. Use this as an example.